Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Stoops with your weekly English update. I'm doing these now by video because I think they're a lot easier for you guys to access instead of reading long jumbled emails or not reading them in some cases. We have a few things coming up, namely we are beginning our persuasive writing unit where we will attempt to convince somebody of a position that we hold in a letter. Now, a word of caution with this unit is Mrs. Vandenberg and I have decided to adjust the parameters of what your modules within your course are asking you to do to make it a little more practical for a student. Instead of having you guys write an essay, which your lessons inside of your English course will be asking you to do, though I've tried to block those particular lessons from you, you still may come across something that refers to your essay. You are not writing an essay. You are, in fact, writing a letter. So there's a lot less work involved with a letter. It's a lot more practical, and we still get the same writing practice of writing an argument with good, valid reasons and refuting your opposition. And if it's a letter that you fully support and are intending on sending, I will absolutely send it for you, though it doesn't have to be sent out. What else is coming up? We are doing our first vocabulary unit, specific vocabulary unit, not to say that we haven't studied vocabulary previously in our class, but this is one that we are doing directly from our Latin or classical roots vocabulary book. And for this, let me give you just a rundown. For this, you are going to have to, well, you're going to have to use this book specifically because you won't be able to answer the computer-generated quiz questions if you don't have the actual questions from your book. So for instance, on Tuesday, you are required to do GV quiz 7.015A. When you get to the quiz, it's just going to be a bunch of blank answer sections. And you're going to go, how do I answer that? And I'm going to go, your book, can you see that? Your book has all of the questions right here. You just have to answer them first and input your answer then into the computer. And that's how you get graded for those. So moving back to next week and what's coming up, we have choosing your topic due on Monday. You are going to submit your information to me using a Google form. We are not using the assignments Dropbox for this one. This one we will be using a Google form. You have to do your quiz on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday in class we are going to look at developing that letter format. So you can already have been started writing, but now we're going to make sure that everything looks like an appropriate formal letter in class on Wednesday. On Thursday, you've got another vocabulary unit to do, or lesson to do rather. Remember, you have to answer the questions in here first. And then on Friday, we are going to continue our letter writing. We're going to make any edits, adjustments. We're going to polish that letter up. Monday, we're going to finalize the letter in class. Make sure everybody's looking good, no questions are left lingering, and you're going to submit that letter to me no later than midnight on Monday. On Tuesday, you have your final vocab unit for that, or vocab lesson for that unit, and then it's Thanksgiving. Now you might notice on your pacing guide, which is attached to this email and is updated, so please take a look at your new pacing guide because it is updated. Remember, this is a living document. So Thanksgiving comes next week, but then the week after we start a book unit. We are reading a novel, and it's a novel study on To Kill a Mockingbird. You guys likely did not receive To Kill a Mockingbird in your course materials. I do have a copy of it in a PDF version, and that is what I've used in previous teachings of this for students that did not get the book. But you do have quite a length of time now 2 weeks, in fact, to get yourself to a library, to order it on Amazon, to borrow it from a cousin that's already read it, or to print off this PDF if you'd like to print it off. You could just read it on your screen as well. I do have the audio version of this too, and I will get these things out to you the Tuesday before we go on holiday break so that you can have them over the break if you would like to begin your studies. So I think that's it for now. Make sure that you open all of the attachments in this email as well. Things like your assignment guide sheet is there, giving you all the parameters and the rubric for your assignment. This letter, some ideas for a potential argument position that you could take, and your new pacing guide, your new updated pacing guide is attached here as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'm really looking forward to this unit with you.